Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm on early tonight, and as you all know, I broke my tripod, so excuse my filming. As you saw yesterday, it was horrible. So I did re-upload that video, and someone brought it to my attention that they had to lay down in order to view the first shot of it. So I corrected that. So hopefully she'll come back to view it again. Okay, what you are looking at is an Afghan that I made. And you know what? I'm thinking about taking it down and turning it, not an Afghan, this is a shawl. Duh. I'm thinking about taking it down and turning it into the reading shawl. It's actually based on that same pattern, except for the second row where you put the design in. I left that out and I just made it a regular shawl. I might just go on and keep it the way it is. But anyway, and then I have that little embellishment on it. I love putting embellishments on my shawls if they match or, carry on the theme. And so this is colorful, so I thought that would work good. And I think that is cute on there. But after I finished this shawl, I had a lot of this yarn left over. And it's called Bernat Maker Outdoor, which has since been discontinued as usual. And I had all this left over, and I thought, wow, this is a lot of yarn left over. Well, I came up with an idea, so let's step outside. And since it's an outdoor yarn, it's actually made to withstand the elements. It's guaranteed not to fade. It's waterproof and all that because it's a real spongy type yarn. It's light, although it's thick. It's real lightweight, and it dries real fast if it does get wet, and so it won't mold or anything. So I said, what am I going to do with this yarn? So I just stuck it in that bag there and was just holding on to it. Well, guess what, y'all? It is going to be used to make baskets. I'm going to make some basket planters for the deck garden for next year. So it'll be nice and colorful. And so it's heavy enough and it will withstand the rain. And all those grow bags that I have with the holes that I line my crates with, I have a whole bunch of those in the greenhouse. So for each basket that I make as a planter, I will just put the grow bag inside of it to protect the yarn, of course, and then it has the drainage holes so it'll drain right out. The yarn will get dirty, but it's not going to be too bad. And as you can see, the leaves are back, and it's only been 2 days. I'm gonna wait probably until the weekend before I blow again, because these leaves are not gonna stop falling. And yesterday when I went fishing, I saw some burgundy. So leaves are starting to turn now in certain areas. I cannot wait to take y'all on a peak tour. For those of you who don't get the traditional 4 seasons like us, like those of you in Florida, you may have seen fall somewhere before, but it's beautiful. I have to admit, although I hate it, I love looking at the leaves and the beauty of it all. In Michigan, we get it, okay? It never disappoints. So my crowder peas are lighting up once again. Although the plant is looking, like it's fizzing out, but look at all the blooms. These plants just, all it takes is a little just to get things going. They don't take much. A little fertilizer, watering. I've got squash coming on this one. I think they're starting to grow because one is bigger than the other. I'm not sure yet. I've got a couple on this one. I do have 2 Zephyr squash growing in the keyhole garden. We'll walk over there in a minute. Even the green beans have generated new life. They're actually looking better. And as you can see, I have green beans coming. I think I showed y'all that the other day. I just saw 3, and I've had flowers. 4. Let's see, I just counted 5. So it's not done yet, so I'm gonna leave it. Now, my pepper plants, even Robert Scotch bonnets, he came and plucked the other day, and it's starting to fizzle out. And so Robert told me, give it a good watering because they're starting to stress. I did all that. As you can see, I watered them again today. and they're still fizzing out. So I'm gonna let these peppers, I'm gonna just let it go until they're just about dead, but I don't want them to die all the way, because remember, 3 of these are going in. The Jimmy Nardello, the cherry peppers, and I'm not gonna take in the banana peppers and the shishitos. Those are the 3 that I'm keeping. And even this one is blooming for the first time, and I have no idea what variety this is. Oh, it's purple bell. It's just starting to bloom. It's not gonna make it, you guys, y'all know. Okay, the other thing I want to show you real quick, came over here. I went on and took that cucumber off because, of course, Mr. Squirrel got a hold to it, so there's bite chunks everywhere, and it's so misshapen. So this nitrogen that I threw in here, hopefully it'll help with the cucumbers, and I might throw some phosphorus in, but I might make it, you guys. I've got a new cucumber over here. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. I saw it, and so I moved the flower up because I saw a cucumber. I can't remember exactly where it is, but here's one right here. Here is one right here. That's 2. And we're gonna count that one down there. And then there's one back there. New cucumbers, you guys. And the leaves are looking better. So, and that's probably because I gave it some nitrogen. Everything's looking good. The Korean melon, oh, I'm gonna give it a few days. Now next week, we're supposed to drop down into the 60s. And so that's when I'll take another fishing trip. Yesterday was a struggle. I caught 7, and they weren't the size that I would normally keep, but I kept them. And I ate half of them last night. I took an eggplant off the plant, had that with it, and some of those green peppers. And when I tell you, it was delicious. So I will be doing the same tonight with the leftover fish. But anyway, it was good because it had been a while since I've had fish. But anyway, so I'm going to go back next week, and the bigger ones should be biting. I'm not going to the same spot. You know, although my friend showed up, one of my friends, Bonita, showed up. I hadn't seen her in about 4 or 5 years. She and her friend showed up, and then some more people showed up. They were pretty nice, and we all fished together. Bonita didn't fish. She was just there. We talked and gib-gabbed, and then she left. And then the 2 that I met while I was there, the one who helped me with the turtle and another person, we fished together up until it was time to leave. When they got ready to leave, I was right behind them. And that was right after the turtle incident. So it was nice, but I'm not going back there again by myself. You know, I mean, it's because it's so far in the back. If it was up closer. Now, my other spot, Dodge, where I like to go this time of the year, I went there first yesterday, and nothing was happening. I caught one little baby fish, and I left. And because it's going to be cooler next week, they'll start hitting in that spot that I was telling you about in the corner that I like to fish. So I'm going to go back there next week and try that out before we start going to the island. Okay, look at my honeyberry, you guys. This is Mr. Honeyberry. And I forgot what you named him, Diana. I forgot. Was it? Wait, it's going to come to me, but I can't think of it right now. But anyway, this is the male. And this thing has really grown good, and it's still growing. So I'm very pleased with it. And Mrs. Honeyberry, she was dying off earlier, but she made it, and now she's starting to grow a little bit over there. So I'm thankful. I think with me doing the regenerating the keyhole garden, and let's see how far it's gone down. Y'all remember the day I filled it up, it was at the tip top. See how much it's gone down? That's how quickly it composts and feeds that soil. So I'll be able to get another load in before winter to keep that going of scraps. Okay, this pepper plant is really doing good, and so is this one. So I'll get another good harvest of pepper to make more pepper powder before the season ends. I've got a few peppers over there, but he's dying out quickly. That's a sweet banana pepper. The blueberry bush and both blueberry bushes are doing pretty good over there. I'm glad I moved them to the keyhole garden. I knew they couldn't fail. the asparagus is starting to die off. Now last year I cut it down to the nub, and then I saw a video where they said do not cut your fern from the asparagus. They said because it'll produce more the next year. You cut the fern at the beginning of the season, when you start seeing your asparagus crowns pop up, then you cut the old ferns off, and then it will produce new ferns. So I'm gonna follow that advice this year and see what happens, okay? Now, look what I have, you guys. See that? Zephyr squash, #1, and then back there is #2. This one I know was pollinated. I'm not sure about #2, but it's growing because it started off as a teeny tiny baby. And then I have a male flower here. So it obviously got pollinated at some point from one of the other flowers. So I should be getting at least 2 zephyr squash this year, as well as that yellow squash. And I'm impressed, okay? Because I didn't think I was getting any. So it's fall garden, you know. So, and then I'm doing the winter challenge. I don't know if you guys have seen on Facebook where they've been advertising the winter challenge for winter gardening this year. And M.I. Gardener is one of the heads, as well as a lot of your homesteaders, a lot of farmers. It's a whole big group of people doing the challenge. Okay, so they encouraged us to do it, so I'm in on it. Like I said, I just planted I tried the kohlrabi again. I just sowed some seeds right there of the kohlrabi, and I need to make a tag up. And then I see that I have the greens. I saw a little bit of seed. You know how you know when it's about to germinate. So the greens are coming up, and ooh, I forgot what I planted behind the greens. The greens and something else. Well, we'll find out once it comes up. My green beans are getting ready to germinate. I can see how the little curled seed are in there. Then that's the kohlrabi. And then my cabbage is starting to germinate. You can see, let me get my pointer, right here. So once they break ground, then I will do my seed alert. But for now, I can do one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Seed alert, seed alert. The arugula has appeared. See that? So it didn't take long, did it? So there it is. Let's see what the temperature is in the greenhouse. It's running just how I planned it. I closed the windows on that side of the greenhouse, and I opened the windows on this side. And along with, and it looks like it's gonna rain, and along with that sheet blocking the afternoon sun from 12 until 3, it has kept my greenhouse running at about 90. That's perfect. I know my plants can withstand 90-degree temperatures. That's like a summer's day. Oh, I know what I planted behind the greens, the Texas grano onions. So we'll see if they come up, but the grano onions are back here, and these are the greens in these two. So Texas onions right there. I'm glad I saw that packet. That's what reminded me. Okay, so y'all know that everything in here is doing pretty good, so I am thankful. And these strawberries, they're really taking off in this heat. I hope I don't mess them up, because they're supposed to be getting ready to go to sleep for the winter, and they will eventually. But right now they're thriving here in the greenhouse. They are thriving. They are just growing. Even the runners, my old runners that I planted, are setting off runners. So it's gonna outgrow this real fast. The other thing, like I said, as I empty some of these crates this season, let me get these tomatoes here. There's one. I think I can get this one right here. Yeah, as I empty some of these crates, they're going to be used. Some of them will go on the deck. Oh man, look at this. I got a yellow gold. Didn't even see that one until now. And oh, here's one right here developing. Okay, good. Alrighty. Ooh, I'm looking to see if I have any of those what I call Zamorzanos, which I know they're not, but whatever they are, they're good. I just finished one off 2 days ago. Oh, and even my little ones are coming again. Well, I am thankful. second life to these tomato plants. Let me get this off. Anything dead, I just take off. And I did fertilize that, as you all saw last week. But anyway, I got off topic again. But anyway, yeah, on that on the deck, let me get this tomato. Go home, go in and wash that and eat them. They're going to be a little afternoon snack. And I'm taking my seeds in too. So I'm going to, yeah, use that deck for my homemade baskets. And then the other thing that I forgot that I have, and you all see every day, is this. I've got 2 of these here where those 2 trees were. They already have the holes drilled. I have 2 here. I have about 3 in that spare bedroom. They're underneath that one table, and my canning supplies are kept in the top one. So I have 3 in there, and then Robert has 1. And then I have that one there, and then of course you all know I have 2 of them up front, but they're being occupied. One by the saffron, and one by the elderberry bush. So these are going to be used first before I even pull out any out of the shed there. I'm going to use these because I can get more in these larger pots. And like I said, they all have drainage holes. And then I'll make my own pots out of the yarn. So, and then whatever space I have left on the deck after that, I'm gonna keep me a walking space, probably right down the middle. So whatever space I have left, other than my walking space, I can put pots that are in the shed. Because I said I have over 20 of them in there. But they're not as pretty. So the colors will be wonderful for me to have. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna get off of here. And this is an early episode. Like I said, I hope my filming wasn't really bad. We'll see when I look at the film. And then we'll go from there. Everything's still looking good here. I've been trying to keep it up. So anyway, yeah, the couch, I know, but it's not that bad. And see how far I got on that blanket? So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here now because I'm rambling once again. And I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye. Oops. Bye-bye.